In 1984, a secret KGB study revealed that certain Tibetan monks could alter the temperature of objects with nothing but their hands. Centuries earlier, Hawaiian kahunas were known to heal broken bones without physically touching their patients. What do these events have in common? Their hands were not simply flesh and bone. They were instruments of an ancient power, a force that modern science is only beginning to understand. And today, you will learn how to wield this power yourself. The hands are portals to the invisible. Within them lies the geography of the soul. Mapuche healers, Chila. Think about it. How many times today have you used your hands, unaware that they are keys to an alternate reality? From the frozen landscapes of the Sami people in Scandinavia to the faraway mountains of Japan, ancient traditions have always known the power that lies within our hands. One of the lesser-known techniques is the wind touch of the Sami shamans. During violent storms, these shamans would use precise hand gestures to harmonize with the magnetic fields of the earth. They believed their hands could influence the weather itself, drawing power from the unseen forces that govern our planet. But what if this wasn't just folklore? What if their hands, like a conductor's baton, were directing invisible currents that we too could tap into? Similarly, in the depths of Japan, the Ainu people had their own secret language, the mudras. These hand gestures, often made in quiet reverence to nature spirits, were believed to open pathways between realms. By making these specific movements, they communicated with energies that we might call spirit guides or ancestors. Now, let's step into a world where the boundary between science and spirit begins to blur. In quantum physics, there's a concept called the double-slit experiment. Imagine this. When scientists observe tiny particles like electrons, they behave differently than when they are left undisturbed. In fact, these particles act like waves until we observe them. When we observe them, they choose a state, solidifying into a particle. What if I told you your hands play the same role as that observer? Every gesture you make, every movement you create, is an intention sent into the universe, influencing the reality around you. Your hands don't just move. They shape, they mold, they create. They are the observers in your own quantum reality. Imagine your hands as biological locks, each gesture a unique combination that opens portals to different energetic realms. In the same way a key opens a door, the way you move your hands can open or close energetic pathways within your body and around you. These pathways, as modern science is starting to discover, have tangible effects on your physical body, emotions, and even your DNA. In 2020, a study from Lund University in Sweden found that hand movements, simple gestures, actually increase serotonin production by 18%. That's right. Your hands, when used consciously, can trigger the release of neurotransmitters that directly affect your mood, your energy, and your mental state. This isn't just ancient wisdom, it's now scientifically validated. The ancient knowledge and the modern discoveries are pointing in the same direction. Your hands are far more powerful than you've ever been told. But here's the most fascinating part. What you do with your hands goes beyond just your own body. These gestures extend to the world around you. In the same way you can shift your emotional state with your hands, you can influence the energy of a room, the people around you, and even the unseen forces that flow through everything. So, what if your hands could not only change your state of mind, but could also start reshaping the very energy of the world you live in? Now that we've seen how ancient wisdom and modern science agree that our hands are powerful conduits of energy, let's explore how this power connects to the unseen fields that surround us. Every one of us is constantly interacting with an invisible web of energy. And just as a fish is unaware of the water it swims in, we often overlook the energy fields that influence our every thought and action. These fields, however, are not abstract concepts. They are part of the very fabric of our reality. In the early 20th century, scientists began to uncover that the universe isn't just made of solid matter. It's composed of energy. Fields of energy stretch across all dimensions, influencing the molecules, atoms, and particles that make up everything in existence. Your body is no exception. In fact, it is constantly interacting with these fields. You may have heard of morphogenetic fields, a concept popularized by biologist Rupert Sheldrake. These fields are responsible for organizing life on a cellular level, guiding cells to differentiate and form complex structures. But these fields don't just shape our biology. They also hold the memories and experiences of every living being. Imagine them as energetic blueprints, constantly updating in response to the thoughts, emotions, and actions of the individuals within them. And your hands. They act as the navigators of these fields. Just as a computer mouse edits the files on your digital hard drive, your hands influence and edit the energy stored within the morphogenetic fields around you. In a sense, your hands are like the cursor that guides the flow of information and energy. The more you become aware of this, the more you realize that with each gesture, you are rewriting the blueprint of your personal energy field and, by extension, the energy of your environment. But don't just take my word for it. Science is now validating these ancient concepts. Let's look at a fascinating study conducted by the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, in 2022. Researchers found that repetitive hand movements, like those used in traditional healing practices, were capable of synchronizing brain waves in the theta range. These theta waves are associated with deep meditative states, as well as heightened creativity and intuition. This means that when you consciously engage your hands, you are not only influencing the energy around you, you are also shifting your own mental state, aligning your consciousness with deeper, more intuitive realms. You see, every time you move your hands, you are doing more than just performing a physical action. You are interacting with the very fabric of reality itself, influencing both the energetic fields that surround you and the mind that directs them. Think of it like tuning an instrument. With every precise movement, you are fine-tuning your connection to the universe, bringing your own energy into alignment with your intentions. But it doesn't stop there. Your body itself is surrounded by an electromagnetic field. This biofield extends outward from your body, interacting with the energy of other people, objects, and environments. When you use your hands, you are affecting not only your own biofield, but also the fields of others. This is why you may have experienced an energetic exchange when shaking hands or giving a hug. Your fields are merging, recalibrating, and sometimes even healing one another in ways that go far beyond what we can consciously perceive. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Your hands, when used intentionally, can tap into and amplify this biofield. Research by Dr. Valerie Hunt, a professor of kinesiology at UCLA, revealed that people who practiced specific hand movements, particularly those linked to healing traditions, were able to increase the size and strength of their biofields. This means that by learning to control and direct the energy in your hands, you can enhance not only your own well-being, but also influence the world around you in profound ways. This is the power that ancient healers knew well. They understood that their hands were not just physical tools. They were extensions of their consciousness, capable of influencing the very fabric of reality. And now, science is catching up to this ancient wisdom, proving that with the right intention and focus, your hands can become instruments of profound change. So, let me ask you this. How often do you think about the energy in your hands? Do you see them as tools of creation, healing, and manifestation? Or do you use them without thinking, unaware of the vast potential they hold? As you begin to understand the connection between your hands and the energy fields that surround you, it's time to start practicing the techniques that will allow you to harness this power. But first, take a moment to appreciate just how much you've already been doing, unconsciously, every day. Your hands are already shaping your reality, and with conscious intention, you can amplify that power exponentially. Now that we've uncovered how your hands can interact with invisible fields of energy and influence your mental state, it's time to unlock the practical tools you've been waiting for. Think of these tools as the keys to a power you've always had but perhaps never fully realized. These aren't just metaphysical ideas, they are actionable, scientifically supported practices that you can begin using immediately to transform your life. Let's explore 3 energetic weapons that will turn your hands into tools of manifestation, healing, and protection. Imagine this: you're standing in a room full of negative energy, or you're feeling weighed down by your own internal tension. You could simply try to push through it. But what if, instead, you could direct a flow of energy that dissolves these blockages and replaces them with vitality? The healing beacon technique is designed to do just that. Start by rubbing your palms together for 15 seconds to create friction, generating a sense of warmth and activation. Now, visualize that your right hand is a focused laser of healing energy, cutting through any energy blockages in your body. Imagine your left hand as a magnet, drawing in fresh, healing energy from the universe. As you practice this, you will begin to feel your body open up to a new level of vitality and clarity. This practice taps directly into your body's energetic channels, much like acupuncture without needles. It works with the same meridian system that ancient healers have used for centuries. Every gesture you make with your hands is a deliberate act of channeling energy, guiding it to where it's needed most. The second weapon is your personal shield. Quantum shield that protects you from the chaotic energy of the world around you. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by negative emotions or external pressures? Perhaps you were in a crowded space or a heated argument. In moments like these, you can call upon your shield to keep your energy intact. How does it work? The key lies in the power of spirals. Drawing a spiral motion with your hands. Imagine tracing a spiral in the air. Has a profound effect on the brain. It activates the motor cortex, the part of your brain responsible for movement, and enhances your sense of control. In times of stress or fear, this simple movement reminds your body that it has agency, that it is strong enough to create boundaries. Studies in neuroscience show that the repetitive motion of spirals helps synchronize brain waves, particularly in the theta range, which is associated with deep meditation. By drawing these spirals in the air, you not only activate your body's defenses, but also align your consciousness with a state of calm and control. You become like a master of your own energy field, capable of shielding yourself from external forces. The third and final weapon connects the physical and the metaphysical, the alphabet of manifestation. In the same way that writing your thoughts down can help clarify your intentions, writing in the air with your finger has a powerful impact on your mind and spirit. This is a practice that bridges science and mysticism. Hold your hand up, and with your pinky finger, write the desire or intention you wish to manifest in the air. Each movement of your finger activates specific brain regions, including the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for turning ideas into memories. But this isn't just about forming letters. This act of writing with intention sends a signal to your subconscious, reinforcing your desire in both the physical and energetic realms. The science behind this is fascinating. Every time you engage in this type of hand movement, you're creating an embodied memory. You are essentially programming your mind to align with your desires, helping them materialize more effortlessly. This is where the mystical and scientific meet. The motion of your hand, paired with focused intention, creates a tangible shift in your reality. Now, take a moment. What would you manifest if you could rewrite your reality with just a gesture? What would you release or invite into your life? The potential is vast, and all you need is the power of your own hands. To bring it all together, ask yourself this: if these 3 energetic weapons were available to you right now, which one would you choose to wield first? Would it be the healing beacon to transform your energy, the quantum shield to protect yourself, or the alphabet of manifestation to shape your future? The choice is yours, and the power is already within you. Now, let's reach the peak of this journey. You've unlocked ancient techniques, understood the science behind them, and practiced wielding these energetic tools. But what happens when you apply all of this knowledge to your life? What is the true potential that lies within your hands? Imagine this: every line in the palm of your hand is more than a simple crease in the skin. It is a quantum circuit, a unique, living map of your energy. Just like the intricate wiring of a device, these lines form connections that carry vast amounts of information, energy, and potential. And through the practices we've explored, you can consciously reprogram those circuits, aligning your inner state with the flow of the universe. You see, your palms are not passive. They are not just tools for physical tasks. They are active participants in shaping your reality. When you use your hands in intentional ways, you're not just manipulating energy in the moment, you're actively restructuring your own energetic blueprint. In a very real, scientific way, you are rewiring the neural pathways of your brain, influencing your emotions, and even shifting your DNA expression. Yes, you heard that right. The physical actions you take with your hands can alter the expression of your genes. There's a growing body of research that shows how intention, focused through gestures and movements, impacts genetic expression. The brain, which is the command center for our entire body, is incredibly sensitive to the subtle energies we project. And when you consciously engage in these techniques, whether it's healing, protecting, or manifesting, you're sending signals to your brain that go far beyond simple intention. You are telling your cells, your organs, and your DNA to align with your highest potential. This is not just metaphysical speculation. Science has begun to prove that the energy we emit affects not only our immediate environment, but also our biological systems. Studies have shown that intentions, when reinforced with physical action, influence our subconscious mind and can even create physical changes in our bodies. These subtle but powerful shifts ripple through your entire system, creating a feedback loop that enhances your physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Now, let's experience the power of resetting your energy firsthand. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath, feeling your lungs fill with air and your body settle into stillness. Now, press your thumbs gently against the palms of your hands for 7 seconds. Imagine, with each second, that you're pressing a reset button. As you do this, release all of the tension and stress that is built up in your body. Now, release. Let your hands fall open and feel the shift. Repeat this process 2 more times, focusing on the sensation of resetting your energy with each cycle. This simple act, used for centuries by Himalayan monks, is a powerful tool for clearing blocked energy and realigning your body and mind. Each time you perform this practice, you're not only releasing stored tension, but you're also creating a stronger connection between your hands, your mind, and the universal energy that flows through everything. You are resetting your body's energetic state, allowing it to function at its highest potential. Think about this: with every reset, you are shifting the energy around you, influencing not just your internal state, but the world that surrounds you. Your hands are the portals to this transformation, tools of profound change, both inside and out. Take a moment now and feel the power in your hands. Do you sense the warmth, the tingling, the pulse of energy that connects you to everything around you? This is just the beginning. As we near the end of this exploration, Let's pause and reflect on what we've learned. The first tool humanity ever used wasn't a stone, it was the hand. And through the ages, this simple tool has carried a wisdom far beyond what we often realize. Your hands are not just for creating, touching, or manipulating objects. They are sacred instruments of energy, capable of transforming not only the world around you, but your very being. The truth is, you've always had this power. The only thing you needed was the awareness to tap into it. Now, you're equipped with the knowledge and techniques to begin harnessing the energy flowing through your palms. But the question is, how will you use this power? Will you use it to heal, protect, manifest, or simply to align your energy with the universe? The choice is yours. The hands you have are more than just tools for the physical world. They are gateways to realms of possibility, connection, and transformation. So, what will you do next? Before you go, I want to ask you for a small favor. If you found value in this video, if you feel that this knowledge could help others unlock their own potential, take a moment to interact. Leave a comment saying "I've unlocked," and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. The more you engage, the more others will be able to discover this transformative power, thanks to the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Keep exploring, keep experimenting, and always remember your hands are your most powerful tool.